Hello, and welcome back. So, the 1.6 rebuild is a little bit on hold because I might have sold my Jeep. And then the guy that I sold my Jeep to, she was like, yeah man, go drop it off at my shop. And I was like, alright, cool, I'll drop it off at your shop. I pull up, he hands me the money for my Jeep. He's like, we'll count that later. Come let me show you my toys. Look at this little track Miata that I got. It's just a stock 1.8 with a roll cage, but that's fun as hell. I got this other Miata. And that one, I'm gonna turn into a little Miata cart, so I'm gonna cut that one down. Well, that's a special magic Miata that I'll tell you about later, but that one's pretty awesome too. And I was like, well, hell man, I've always wanted to build a Miata cart. Why can't I just jump on this working with you? And he's like, all right, when do you show up? Fuck me, guess I got a job now. So, I've been working on getting stuff sorted for today. We're gonna work on this one, getting it off the lift, and then we're gonna put a removable steering wheel inside of it, and then hopefully get it started and run it because it's special cool. So you might be asking yourself, why would an NA Miata need racing slicks and skinnies up front? Well, it's because this thing, I don't know if you can tell, but this is not a 1.6 or 1.8. This is a 383 that's been put into this joint. And so it's got the V8 Roadster's subframe and some other things that are going on in here, what makes it extra awesome cool. And I hope I'm gonna be able to start it today because it has been on the lift for a minute. All in good time. Let's get it down. Today, I'm going to be working on installing a new quick release hub because we ordered this one. New one's over there. This is the setup. Needs a seat in it, needs the dash put back together, needs turn signals put back on. Real simple stuff right now. And then once that's done, I'm going to swap this top out for the one on that one because that one is going into the winter season and it's not going to get tracked that much, and this one might be going up for sale sometime soon. So, Miata projects. Yeah. One thing I hate is inheriting other people's projects because I've never really done a quick release steering wheel before, but it's nuts and bolts. There's an internet. It shouldn't be that hard. But when the clock spring is pulled apart and you won't be able to use your turn signals, then you gotta resort to digging into the parts car, which is why it's always great to have a friggin' parts car laying around. So I'm gonna pull the steering wheel off this, clock spring out of it, transmutilate that into this one. This sucks because I need that for my car back at the house, but this one's gonna give it up to the Roadster, so. I just wanna have a Miata. Christian! Hi. I think these behind here are 10 mils on a 1/4 inch drive. Not right. She'll be part of the Scuba Squad. You have to be smart. In theory, you're supposed to have a steering wheel puller, but an SAE master mechanic taught me this trick. You pull on it, give it a couple side-to-side jerks, and it comes right off. Now I need a long Phillips, and this should all come off. Boom. $400 right there. So we can steer that later if we need to. Luckily, that one is already unbolted. I just gotta undo the thing underneath it and unclip it. It's gonna take a minute, so I'm not gonna film that because it's gonna be very similar to what I just did. So, bye. The setup, because of the style of this way the situation's going. Cool with that. So, when we put this guy together, cordless, but the wires are in there in case we ever decide to. And this has a little spline. See a little flat spot, a big spot. I don't know if you can see it. It's there, I promise. It goes up. Just put your little bolts. So I was doing something. I lined everything up and it wasn't quite lined up right. I went to pull the dish back off. And then the power steering rack started slipping at the U-joint going into that. So what's happening is, if you spin the wheel hub, it's not doing anything. The power steering rack is just locked out to one side, and the input shaft that goes into the power steering rack has a U-joint that's spinning, not pushing anything over to the right. So it means that we're going to have to dig into the power steering rack properly. So I'm done messing with stuff for the night. It's not good. I'm not happy with myself. I'm not enthused.